Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a stitch with me. The tigers are back. I thought, well, if I don't get a chance to do any normal stitching on it, if I do it on a stitch with me, this just gets some progress. So this is Supersized Tiger Family in the Jungle, artwork by John Patrick Krasny. And this is where we're going to be starting from. So let's get you zoomed in. So I've only got this bit of the page left to do, that's it. So we'll see how we go. Right, where are we starting from? That's the question. So it's 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. I'm doing this now before it gets too hot. We're meant to be getting up to 30 degrees today. The temperature is climbing a fair bit. I think on Thursday, I think we're meant to be up to like 35 degrees here. It's like, what? We're still in winter. The spring doesn't start until September. So yeah, we're still in winter and we're getting to 30 degrees. So it's either going to be a really, really, really hot summer or a really, really stormy one and wet. So we'll see. Yeah, 30 degrees in winter, that's terrible. So, start with the usual work stuff. It's been a little bit, I won't say crazy, I'd say a little bit chaotic this week. So, as you know, last week I was off Tuesday. Because I had to go for the lung test thing. Which has come back clear. I don't have asthma. I was like, okay, so after all these years of being told I've got asthma, I don't have asthma. So lungs have come back, so I don't have asthma. They're really good for my age, which is good. So, yeah, anyway. So, I was off Tuesday, came back to work on Wednesday. And I was doing the same stuff I was doing Monday. So I'm just carrying on with what I was doing. Anyway, the boss who does all the hiring and firing and deals with all the orders, he come in at some point. I don't know what time it was. And it took a walk around the shed like it normally does. And then I heard this commotion going off. What the hell? Now, this boss isn't normally the most pleasant one. You don't really hear him raise his voice. Apologies, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Shane is down at his mates. He wasn't going down to his mates, but his mum and dad phoned him up yesterday and asked him to come and help them do something. So I thought, well, while he was down there, he might as well go to his mates. So he's just texted me to say he's on his way home, and then he's going out with his sister. His sister needs to pick up get a new washing machine as it blew up. So she asked Shane if he'd take her because her husband's working. So he's going washing machine hunting. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, so the bloke who does all the hiring and firing, etc. He was having to go at one of the other lads now. He never raises his voice unless it's against his dad, who's the owner. And he was going off big style. I was like, what? So, from the packs I'm doing, one of the other lads was doing the same packs. So from Monday till Wednesday, well, say Tuesday, only 2 packs had been done. Now, I did 1.5 packs on Monday before I left. And the other guy in 2 days had done 1 pack. So he was kicking up big style, because obviously the company who wanted them had phoned up asking if there was any available because they're in desperate need, and there was 2 packs. So he was kicking up big style and having a go at the other lad. It's like 2 packs in 2 days. He says, that's fucking ridiculous. Oh, excuse my language. That's really ridiculous. And then the lad wasn't even cutting the wood that I was meant to be cutting. He was cutting something else. So he says, why are you cutting this wood? Why have you got this wood up and all this? I didn't hear everything that was going on. So I thought, someone's in trouble. Anyway, after the argument, the boss went in. Then he was kicking up with his dad, saying everyone can find their own selves new jobs and all this lot. He was not in a good mood at all. Anyway, the lad who he'd been having an argument with, about 2 minutes later, he went, no, I'm not having this. He said, I'm going to have words with him. So he trotted off to see him. Knowing fair well, he wouldn't have said anything to him because he's a brown noser. And he doesn't like confrontation. So the wood that we're doing, sometimes, because it depends how long we've had it, it starts getting mouldy once it's been cut. So it gets split first before we get it. So some of it had gone a little bit mouldy, so we spray it with chlorine to kill the mould off. So apparently all they'd done is gone up and told him that the only reason he'd only got so many packs is because we had to spray them all and all this lot. It's like, what a load of crap. So they say on Wednesday there was 3 saws on these packs because these people really needed these things. Obviously they don't want to lose the contract with them because it's one of the biggest contracts we have. So there was 3 of us on there. So there was me and the lad who had an argument with the boss doing the ones that were potentially mouldy. And then one of the other lads had put on some clean wood just to get some packs out. So they needed, I think, 30 packs or something like that to finish the order off. So, yeah. So Wednesday and Thursday we're just constantly doing these packs. And then Friday we were doing them as well. And we got all the order finished. And then switched on to something else. So yeah, so that was a bit of fun and entertainment. Anyway, the boss, he took a load. No, he went to pick up some wood that we'd had treated. So we treat them like with, it's to stop termites attacking the wood for buildings. So he'd gone and picked up this wood for treated, and he had to go at the forklift driver where he went. So he got banned from going there, so he's not allowed back to that place. Anyway, I was talking with him that day, so that must have been Thursday. Yeah, no, Wednesday. Because that's why I was late one day, because we're waiting for Shane to get back, and he didn't get back till 5 o'clock. So yeah, so the boss was, I think I must obviously need to go to anger management. Just started laughing. He says, and they turn around and says, oh, I think my son needs to go to anger management. I says, what, you mean after yesterday? He went, yeah, too right. So that was funny. So yeah, so a bit of fun there. And then the guys on the splitting saw, they got strops on because they couldn't have anybody else to help them on their saw. I mean, they weren't doing really long wood or anything like that. I mean, that saw is, you only need 2 people on it anyway, but they insist that they have to have 3. And they don't. I might as well finish this colour off because I've only got a few more stitches. So yeah, so they were in a strop on Friday and Thursday. Well, one of them, because he has to feed the wood. Well, he doesn't have to, but he chooses to. He's always feeding the wood. But he doesn't. He hates the fact that once he's put the wood into the machine, he has to walk around the other side to help get it off, if it's like long pieces. So he throws a strop because he has to walk around the saw to pick wood up. I was like, oh, poor you. So you're really hard done by. I've got needles everywhere. I picked up the wrong one. So yeah, so he wasn't in a happy mood. And then on Friday I had the boss with me to start with, because we needed to get 2 more packs done. So I had him with me, as he does, whacking him through. He's like, you've got to give me a chance. I've got to check them and spray any that need spraying and all this stuff. Anyway, while I was doing that, I could hear one of the magpies going off Big Star. I was like, what? So I turned around, and there's one lad on the fork just laughing his head off. And there's Shane's sister there as well. And I was like, what's going on here? Anyway, the boss had just happened to walk off at that point, so obviously the bird wanted feeding him, was trying to tell him he wanted feeding. So I grabbed some food and fed him. Anyway, a bit later on I saw the lad who was on the fork and I said, was a magpie having a go at you? He says, no. He says, it's Shane's sister. I was like, right. He says, it went to the pack. I won't get off a pack, so she was trying to shoot off the pack. And when she eventually shoot it off the pack, it was having a right go at her, and apparently it was charging her as well. So that made me chuckle. And then the magpie, that I said, like, I've near enough been feeding him since the day he was born. The one who was a bit lame, not all there. He come and got fed, and then he just stood in the middle of the yard, and a kookaburra come to nick his food. So the kookaburra got his food, but then the kookaburra just sat there hoping he was going to get more. So this magpie was just dive bombing the kookaburra every 2 seconds. I was like, stop picking a fight with the kookaburra. Anyway, in the end I had to go, went over to shoo the kookaburra off. And Shane's sister's like, here, come and sort your kid out. Well, sort your children out. I've done it. So yeah, so they're now classed as my children. So yeah, that was quite funny. I'm getting a bit full of strands down here. It's good job I don't mind parking, innit? Right, next colour. Tell you what, we'll do this colour in this this bird, we'll get this bird finished off. Part of the bird finished off. So yeah, so other than that, well, it's just been work. Nothing really exciting going on. So back to my lung story. So while I was getting my lungs checked, she asked what was going off, and I told her. And after she checked my lungs and that, and said that they were fine, she says, has the doctor done any other kind of like checks? And I was like, well, no, not really. We're just trying to get to the bottom of what's causing this cough. She says, has he checked you for a post-nasal drip or something like that? Or pre-nasal drip? I was like, nah. She says, get him to check that. She says, because it could be that. So that's where you snot, if you like, runs down the back of your throat all the time. And she asked what I did for work. Obviously, it said I worked in a timber yard, so she said it could be from the sawdust and that as well. I was alright. So I was at the doctor's on Friday after work. So I mentioned to him about the nasal drip. So he's given me a spray to try that one. And I woke up this morning and I've not really been coughing, so I'm hoping it may have just been that. I had little coughs, but not big coughs like I was doing. So I'm hoping it was just that's been causing me. But if not, then the doctor says, well, we'll look, see. I don't know if there's any way they can find out about getting sawdust or whatever on your lungs. So we'll see how we go with the nasal spray and then check that. That's alright. So I'm back there in 2 weeks. So hopefully this nasal spray is working. The only thing is I take it and then about 2 seconds later I start sneezing like crazy. So as I mentioned, Shane's off with his sister to get a washing machine. Now she knows it's down at his mum's end. And it's Sunday. Shops don't open early on a Sunday. They open, I think, 9 o'clock, I think, some of them. So anyway, she said she didn't want to go too early. And Shane said he wasn't going to go too early either. So she was like, well, if you come here for like between 9 or around about 9ish or whatever, or just after 9, he said, we'll go then. Is that right? And that's why he messaged me then to say that she'd already found him. So he's now on his way back to pick her up. Because she wants to get it over and done with. So, but he doesn't know if he's calling off here first to drop his stuff off, or if he's just going straight to his sister's and then from there to wherever they're going for the washing machine. I was like, okay then. So, Mum's doing okay. She was very chatty again on Sunday when I spoke to her. Oh. I already told you that, didn't I? Forgot I found on Tuesday. So yeah, so her extension thing should be getting underway this weekend. So hopefully the window and door will be in and they'll start on the inside. Which is good. Just, as far as I'm aware, it's a public holiday, or bank holiday as they call it over there, on Monday, so. But now my older brother, being him, he'll probably be He was probably gone somewhere yesterday, Saturday, to finish off a job that I thought he could get finished, and something will have cropped up and I didn't get it finished. That's always the case. Same thing when you've already filmed midweek and then you're filming again a couple of days later, figuring out what to say. And what I've already told you and what I haven't told you. So Shane took his car on, when did he take it? Friday, after I'd come back from the doctor's, to get it checked for the aircon, because his aircon's not working. So he thought he just needed regassing. So he took it to get regassed, and they were going to check it for him first before they regas it, just in case there's any leaks or whatever. Anyway, turns out that is the compressor for the aircon is seized up. So they wouldn't have been able to regas it anyway, because it still wouldn't work. So then yesterday he was ringing around trying to find a pump. So anyway, he managed to find one, but he had to drive all the way up to near Brisbane, I think it was, to get this pump. He was ringing around records left, right and centre. Anyway, he managed to get one. So he said while he was down at his mum and dad's yesterday, he was going to replace that in his car. But because his mum and dad had him running around, they're looking for some new recliners. There's a Hadit. So they wanted Shane to help because they were going to do, there's a thing called Latitude over here. It's where you buy stuff and you don't pay interest on it, and you pay so much a month to pay off or something like that. So the one, because Shane's got that as well, he got that years ago. They wanted Shane to help him with that. So he went down to sort that out, and then they had him going to all the different shops looking for recliners, etc. Apparently Shane's seen a really nice sofa. It's absolutely massive. It's a corner one apparently. It's absolutely massive. What did he say? It was like $3,500. It's like, yeah, we ain't got $3,500, Shane. Over in the UK, I have I think they're called love seats. The big round seats that you can fit one or two people in. And the swivel and stuff like that. Anyway, while he was out, he says, I found your swivel chair. I was like, alright. And then he says, but it doesn't swivel. So it's a round one, but it doesn't swivel. And I was like, right now. I said, I'll have a look, so how much they are. He never told me how much they were. Because we need a new sofa. This one's, well, I've never liked this one from day one. But this one has had it. I've not had it that long either. But this one has, I think I mentioned before, the cushions that you sit on are actually fixed to the sofa, so you can't take them off and plump them up or anything like that. So where I sit, because the seats are not wide enough for my ass, I kind of like sitting between two. Well, I end up sitting in between two. So yeah, they need fluffing up, but you can't take the bottom off to fluff them up to get all the filling back to the middle. It's ridiculous. So we definitely need a new one. How come cats always choose to go to the cat tray when I'm recording? So, as I mentioned the other day, I tried doing a video on how to use the tiny decisions. I couldn't do it. Well, I tried, but it was just shocking. So I think while I've got my overhead arm out that I'm using at the moment, I might try again and film it on that. See how we go. So yeah, so we're off on Friday because it's called the Gold Coast Show. So every area has their own show. So you get a holiday for one of them, one of the days. So ours is on Friday, so you get a long weekend. And then there's one here. Well, will be one here. I think that one's not till September, I think. So Shane wants to go and says, I want to get a show bag. So for those of you who don't know what a show bag is, it's just a bag full of sweets, lollies, candy, whatever you want to call it. And the last time Shane did that, we were in the old house, and he brought back about 6 bags of crap. Of all these lollies and stuff like that. In the end, most of them went to his niece, his youngest niece. So Shane's going, I want to get my show bags. And he's like, you do know you could probably go to the shop and get everything that's in the show bags for less than what you pay for the show bags. Because these show bags are not cheap. And some of them are like $20, $40 or something like that. And it's like, what? For a bag of chocolates. And you don't get many in them. The bag's massive. But you get like 10 pieces of chocolate or whatever in them. It's like, you could go to the shops and buy exactly the same stuff for less. But he wants to go on the dodgems. So, only him, his sister, and the kids go. So I don't know if they'll be going this year. I don't even know when it is. So I think it's September some point, but I don't know when. So yeah, so he could be going to the Poe Desert show at some point. So I said to him, I said, well, if you're wanting show bags, I says, you better save some money up. You don't come looking at me for money. Because I need the money I've got saved up for my flight. Assuming I can get a flight. I need to look into that again at some point. I was thinking over here anyway, a lot of the airlines are going into liquidation. Except for the really big ones. Mind you saying that, we've got one which is called Bricks, I think. That one's gone into administration. We've had a new one that started, it was only up and running for just over a year, called Bonza. That one's gone into liquidation. So yeah, and I think there's another one that's in talks with people, because they may be going into administration. It's like, well, what's going on with the airlines? It's like, well, you put your prices down and stop paying your CEO so much money and bonuses. Might be able to get cheaper flights. So yes, so I need to now try and find flights. My brothers keep asking me if I've got one yet, and I was like, no. And my mum keeps asking me if I've got one, and I was like, no, not yet. I'm trying to get a cheap one. A cheapish one. I'll manage that. Baltic needle, so you're not meant to be able to pierce your fabric or anything like that, and I always end up piercing the bloody thread. Every time. I think I've just knotted that one. Yep. Just cut it down. Just cut it. How long will it be? 30 minutes. Give me just 2 seconds. Sorry. I had to cough then. And I needed a drink. Right. Let's get some of these holes filled in. I don't think I've got any questions this week. Not a chance to go through and have a look. I don't think there is any. I was double checking my list of my new starts for September. Make sure I've got all the fabric and that for them. And then I remembered I've got Christmas shops from across the studio that I said I was going to start. I haven't yet because I haven't got the fabric for it, so I thought, right, I'll hop online and see how much I can get the fabric for. So I've got some fabric on its way. So I'm hoping that turns up before I need to start that one. So I don't know when that's going to turn up. Normally Janet, who we order stuff from, she's normally really quick. You send an order in and normally within like half an hour or whatever, you get a message back. I haven't had anything back from her yet to say that she sent it. Or to say it's ready to go. So hopefully I might get one later on today. Yeah, she's normally pretty quick. Normally you stick an order in and in about 5 minutes you've got an email saying, all done, be leaving on so and so day and what have you. But mind you, it was later last night, so probably won't get till this morning. That's that one. Okay. While I was on there as well, I ordered the treasures for Archangel. Okay, speaking of not receiving any notification, I just got one saying that my parcel is being packed. Since I've only got the one thing ordered, so she's obviously done it. So that means that'll be getting picked up tomorrow. I told you she was quick. I love ordering from JK's. Yeah. just put my last colour away and I forgot to put the extra floss back around it. What an idiot. But I do that before I forget what colour it was. So yeah, so while I was on JK's, so I ordered the treasures for my memorabilia. I needed 6 packs of treasures. It's like yippee. So that's all they're ordered now. And then I ordered a gadget, I don't know what it's called, I can't remember. But so you can get that final stitch when you've got really short pieces. So you thread it through, and it like flips open or something. It's like a wire. So it opens up and you can it grabs your piece of floss, so you can finish that final stitch, and then you can thread them under the back. So yep, we'll order one of them. I can then play more floss chicken. I'm just double checking, and I thought I forgot to press record. Oh, so I got my new glasses yesterday as well. So it was yesterday afternoon, about 12:30 I think it was. I got a message saying that my glasses were ready to collect. So that was quick. Normally they take about 2 weeks. And they tell you it's going to take 2 weeks when you order them. So I went to pick those up yesterday. So these came quick. She said, really? Oh, yeah, she looked at the date. She said, oh yeah, a week today. And yeah, so that's came quicker than normal. She said, that was quick. So I got my new glasses on. So I put them on. I went, oh, I can see. And then I got my sunnies. So she was going to put those back in the case after I tried them on. I went, nah, I'm going to wear them home. You're all right. So yeah, so they were all right. Get through. Thank you. But yeah, with these glasses, they're strange because whereas normally when you put your glasses on, you can feel the arms of them. It may sound strange. Yeah, you can feel the arms against like the side of your head. Because sometimes like they need adjusting and whatever. But the ones I've got are spring mounted, and they go in 4 directions, so you don't even feel them on you on your head. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Let me just. You're probably all like, yeah, we know, we've had these for years. So, I don't know if you can see. So where are we? Yeah. So yeah, so the spring mounted. So obviously you go that way. Forward, down, and you can go that way, backwards. You can go forwards and back. So yeah, they go all forward, all 4 directions. So that's good. Means you won't break them. Well, shouldn't break them anyway. Obviously they're under warranty as well. They come free with warranty. I think that's for both sunnies and for the glasses. the Sunnies aren't anything particular. They're just like a, what do you call them, Ray Band or whatever, where it goes down the side of your eyes as well. Because I don't like Sunnies where they only covers the front of your eyes. Because you can guarantee the sun always gets me from the side. And the polarized as well, so that's even better. I was thinking earlier on, dangerous, I know, but I was thinking, I'm wondering if I could get this one finished before I turn 50. So it would be 3 years. And I've still got 600,000 stitches to do. I was like, would I be able to get this done in 3 years? I don't know. So I might, because next year I ain't doing no stitching for anybody else. Well, when I gradually pull them out, I'll do a bit for like on my brother's pieces and stuff like that, but I'm not like just having that as like the focus piece. Like Minimus Crossing, and last year it was Mini Top Fox because of the challenge with Alara. So it's like, no, I'm not doing that again. So I might just have this like as a main focus piece now. I know next year I'm going for trying to get some projects finished. So I might have this project as my Friday and Saturday project. Because Fridays is when we get home from work a little bit earlier. So I get a little bit more stitching in. And Saturdays, obviously, I do my videos. 9 out of 10 I do my videos on a Saturday. So it means that this will get a fair bit of working on a Saturday as well. And then Sunday will be for one of my focuses on finishing or something like that. So I thought, well, if I do that, then I can get a fair bit done on this, hopefully next year. And then we'll see if it's like, going to be feasible to actually get it finished before I turn 50. So we will see. If I don't get it finished by the time I turn 50, as long as I get as close as I can before I turn 50. Well, then I might only have to do it for another year to get it finished. Unfortunately, I can't do it like a fair few people do. So, well, if I put so many stitches in a day, it'll work out that I can get it done, because I don't get that long on an evening to stitch. So if I say, for example, I had to put 100 stitches a day in on this, or maybe 200 a day, to be able to achieve it in the 3 years, it wouldn't give me any time for doing any stitching on any of the other projects. I'd only get like maybe half an hour, so I'd only get like 100 stitches in. If that. I don't know, we'll crunch the numbers at some point and see which is going to be more feasible to do. If it works out, I only have to put like 50 stitches a day, and then that might be alright. But somehow I don't think so. I might look at 10 out, I'll have to put like 1,000 a day in order to get it done in 3 years. So what I'm thinking, if I've got time, next week, I might do like an extra video showing the projects that we're going to be starting in September. So all the projects that we're going to be starting. And then that's going to be the last of my starts for a while, I think. Because that's going to take me pretty high up the whip count. So I would say that would probably take me near 80 whips. Until next year when I start trying to get some down. If I want to see progress on some, I need to get some work done on them. So we will see. Come on, let's thread you through there. Right. I forgot to mark off. Where did I get to? There. And do one more strand, and then we'll call it a day. And this should take half an hour video. Start here for this one. Let's go here so I don't get my page line. So that's the end of the page there. So feed into it. I shouldn't get a page break. And the thing when you get working on a project, you get right into it and you're like, oh, I don't want to stop, I don't want to carry on with this one. But then you know you've got more to do. Other ones. Sorry, if that was that down your ear. So the nieces all moved into a new house. keys on Thursday, I think it was. But she had to travel near enough an hour to get the keys from wherever she had to pick them up from. That's ridiculous. It's an hour there and an hour back just to pick up a set of keys. So she's actually moved down near where our hold house was. There's a new estate being built down there. She's actually moved into there. So Shane's sister's happy that they've now moved out. Because it was her husband's idea for them to move in the first place to save some money up. And they've only been there about 2 months. And Shane's sisters wanted them out for ages. Because she can't have things how she wants them. She has to keep a clean house. So she doesn't like to see clutter and stuff like that everywhere. Obviously they've got a 2-year-old. So he has toys, which he has out. And she doesn't like the fact that the toys are just left there and all this sort. She's very house proud, put it that way. So yes, so it was her husband's idea for them to move in, and she's been like, no, they need to go. They've got to get out. So she told him she wanted him out before baby was born, because the new baby's born, well, due either the end of September, beginning of October, something like that. So she said, nah, she says, you need to be gone before that baby's born. She says, I can't be having the baby here as well. Because she knows it'll be even more of a mess. So she's like, nah, they've got to go. So when the eldest niece found out that they got a house, she was like, yeah, they're moving out. And that was why she was actually on the phone with the niece. I was like, oh yeah, she make her feel wanted, why don't you? So yeah, so she'll have spent all yesterday afternoon cleaning after everything was moved out and getting things put back to how she wanted them, and so she's off to get the new washing machine today. So then she'll come back and start rearranging everything again. Coming towards the end of this stitch with me. So, well, the usual spiel. If you do have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those down below. You can email me. Email address is dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or I'm on Instagram @dizzystitcher. I don't post on there very often, but I do answer messages on there. This thread's longer than I thought it was. Never mind. A bit extra of a stitch with me. Well, I say it's probably still going to be less than an hour or an hour. Still haven't hit the 5,000 subs yet. It goes up to like, I think the highest I ever had it was 92. Well, 4992. And they come back down to 4990, then 498. He's like, oh, come on, get there. I need to get there once so I can say I've got 5,000 subs. So it's getting close. I've just remembered, I don't know if Shane's coming straight home or not. I've left the garage door open for the cats. I'm going to have to hurry up and finish this so I can make sure I shut the door before he gets here in case he comes straight here. I don't know if he's coming straight here or going straight to his sister's. You would think he would go straight to his sister's because he's got to pass his sister's to come to home. But he was only about dropping his bags in there off, so... Okay, now we're getting towards the end of this strand. It's starting to warm up here and all now. I can feel it getting warmer. As the ceiling fans will be going on soon. I think I can get 2 more stitches. Yeah, easy. That's knuckle part just done. And see how we did today. So on this stitch session we got 216 stitches. That's not too bad for roughly an hour. I love it when you get a good stitches session in. Zoom you back out. So this is what it's looking like now for this page. So we're getting there. Not got much to do. It says a couple of thousand stitches, but not got much to do. But at least that wing's looking a bit more filled in now, so it doesn't look like a square. So that's it then, guys. So again, thank you very much for watching. It's so much appreciated, and I will catch you in my next video, which should be my update video. So until then, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and bye bye for now.